Hey everybody, this is Tambioda and you're watching the Daily Review. So today I have Power of the Primes, yes, Leader Class, Evolution Optimus Prime. So why Evolution? So I'll kind of explain it in just a little bit. All of these figures that are in this line of Power of the Primes that are Leader Class are Evolution figures. They've all transformed or been changed from one thing to another by the matrix of leadership, and we'll kind of get into that in just a little bit on the side of the box and the back of the box. So you can see Optimus Prime here in his robot mode, his matrix of leadership, his weapon, his cannon, ion cannon, I think. This is him in just a picture of him, some artwork, very nice artwork, I'll say. And you come to the side right here and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. This is a picture of what Optimus Prime was before. If you're not really familiar with Transformers, I assume that most people that are watching my channels are very familiar with Transformers. But if you're not, this is Orion Pax. And this is what Optimus Prime was before he got the Matrix of Leadership. So when he got the Matrix of Leadership, it changed him. And he became Optimus Prime, or Optimus Prime. There are some things that aren't accurate with this toy. The Orion Pax in his robot mode looks fine. But we come here and we'll look at the back real quick. And there's a little bio thing here that'll kind of explain what's going on. Yeah, you should be able to read that all. So that kind of explains what goes on with the Matrix and stuff. So you come here to the back, and you can see his different forms. This is Orion Pax right here. So this is him before the Matrix. Now this is an armor, and it's saying you can remove the armor to make him Orion Pax. I don't know if they're trying to retcon some things or something, but you know, you don't remove armor. But this is Optimus Prime here now. So you have the trailer or the front end of your 18-wheeler, and then you have the back end right here. Now they're kind of trying to say that Orion Pax transformed to this because it says 15 steps to go to this. Now there's no Orion Pax vehicle mode, only the front end of the trailer, and that's not really right. He had a completely different form. I think they did show him in 1 or 2 episodes of the original Transformers. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I know somebody will. He had a completely different form, and he didn't look like this because it's an Earth vehicle, clearly. But I guess just for the figure itself, for purposes of the figure, they weren't able to add in the correct form. So you have the figure here itself, which is correct, and he does become Optimus Prime. But your cab right here is not correct. So it's showing up here. We have the Matrix of Leadership, which does go in his chest, which that's correct also. Or you can take the Matrix part out, I guess. You have the handles, and you can add in a Prime, I guess, to give him a power then, or to give him a different power. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but oh well. Some warning labels down here. There's some other primes, and we've seen these already. I've already reviewed them, and I don't think I'm gonna actually go through and show that because it's a little weird, but. You can see that it can go in there, and you'll see I'll be able to take the stuff out and show you all that stuff in just a little bit. So this is just want a quick reminder, this is going to be just a review on the figure itself, no transformation. So if you're looking for transformation, just look to my next video or tomorrow's video if you're watching this live, and I'll have transformation. So this is going to be strictly on the figure itself. We'll look at Optimus, and then we'll go to Orion Pax, then we'll go to the truck portion, and then we'll add the trailer. And then we should be done. And we'll just check out each pieces of this and what's going on with them. And tomorrow, then we'll look at how to transform them. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box so we can check him out. All right, so we're back and we have Optimus Prime out of the box, and he's in his mode that he comes in. So we'll just leave him in that, just because it's the easiest thing to do right now. I know things have kind of changed around a little bit, and some people might wonder what's going on, because usually I was doing them, showing off the figure in alt mode and then bringing them to this mode. I think it's just easier to stay with the mode that he's already in, and then work from there. So I'll go ahead and be doing that from now on. If I decide to change my mind, well, then I will let you know. But he does come with a few things inside of his packaging. So his accessories himself, he has his gun, and he has his matrix of leadership. And this is you can see the matrix chamber in here, and you can just, like I said, you can take that out, and then you have this piece right here. And you could take this and tab this into anything. You could tab this into an armor, a prime armor, you could tab this into one of the combiners tab slots that they have. Whatever you wanted to do, and you can replace into here. You can put a Prime Master, or if you wanted to, you could put a Headmaster in there that will also fit. I've seen pictures of it. I haven't personally done it because I don't have any more Headmasters anymore, or any Titan Masters. But from what I've seen people do it. I've seen people take Orion Pax's head and put it in there. Orion Pax, did they have an Orion Pax head? Yeah, I think they did. I've seen them take an Optimus Prime head and put it in there, and it's just all kinds of craziness. So. Now I'm having problems getting this back in. Okay, all right. So the crazy thing about this is I don't think I have a flashlight. Unfortunately, I don't have a flashlight. But I think what would be really cool, I may try to do it later on. If you look back here, you can see that it's all blue. And you could probably cut some pieces out of there, and you could add a LED in there. And you can make the matrix shine. But, so it's cool. So some other things that come with it, I actually have 2 cards. So the story with the, with why I have 2 cards, see I have 2 different cards for him. Victor Prime and then Onyx Prime, I assume. The reason I have 2 cards is because when I received mine, I ordered mine from Robot Kingdom, and he came very damaged. Very damaged. Now the figure, this is the figure. This is the instructions, and the instructions are very large, you can tell. The figure came okay, but my box was wrecked. It looked like somebody physically took a pole or something and slammed it through the box. Now the way that this was packaged, this was Robot Kingdom, so they packaged things really well. It went through the box that Robot Kingdom provided, the styrofoam that they put around the box, through the case box, through the back of the box, and through that thin little this thing, and cracked the plastic tray. Cracked a plastic tray. And luckily it did not get to the figure, because it would have hit this part right here and probably broke off a smokestack or something. But it was very horrible, and it scared me. I asked a friend of mine if I could borrow their boxes, and they graciously allowed me to use their boxes so that I could have a fresh looking box for the review, or else you would have something very horrifying and very scary in the review. So thank you very much. Yeah, so we've looked at everything that's involved in with the figure itself. So the gun, I'll show you that feature later on. So he's Optimus Prime, so he's gonna have his regular gun, and it's very dark, but oh well. Now with the Matrix is a pain in the butt to get in here. So he's easier if you just have him in Orion Pax mode and then shove it in there. So to get this in here, you have to open this. You open the chest piece just like normal, like on a Masterpiece or whatever. You open this as far as you can, like that, I think. So yeah, we can work it out here. Oh, come on. Now you have an internal chest, and that internal chest is that's the truck chest, or the front of the truck. So it looks the same. It looks like you have another truck inside there, which actually you do. So you open this part, and you'll see that that doesn't open as wide. Now you have a little bitty place in there where you can then mount him. And it took me a while the first time. Hopefully it doesn't take me so long, but you'll look, you'll see that there's kind of a tab right here, and there's a tab right there, right there. You want to sandwich this in between those tabs. There we go. Okay, good. You can see kind of the tabs that I'm talking about. See how they sandwich in between there? Like that. But you have them in there, and there's maybe some space in there to add a battery pack or something. I don't know. Maybe down into here. I don't know. I'd have to look at some of the engineering, but I know that Orion Pax's head is in there right now. But you want to close this up. Close this side up first. Come on, go in there. And then close these all up and push it all together. And he has the Matrix inside of his chest. So this is the only issue that I have with this figure is that it's this right here. It's the feet. The backpack feet. I guess if you wanted to get rid of it, then you could just pop the feet off. And then you'll have like a panel back here. And I'm pretty sure somebody could create something, easily 3D print a back panel that could just tab into the fist right here. And it would just cover that up. But you know what I say? I don't display my figures like this. I display them like this. So you don't really see it in that mode. So it doesn't really bug me that much. That's just the only thing that kind of throws it off. Now, the sticker and paint apps are okay. I think they did miss something right here. I think that this is supposed to be yellow. I think. I'm trying to remember. But they did paint this right here. So it's really nice. You have some stickers here. You have some stickers here. A very crooked sticker here. Stickers, and there's some really small stickers down here, and then the paneling on the truck mode is a chrome sticker also, and you have this right here. I do have an imperfection on my Orion Pax, but I'll show that off whenever I get them into Orion Pax mode. So the head sculpt is really nice. Like if you come and look at this, it looks very much like an Optimus Prime head sculpt. It's very, very good. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at his articulation right now. So for his head, I don't believe it's on a ball joint. I think it's just on some kind of twist. I don't know if it's a pin or if it is like a mushroom peg. But all you get is It seems like it's a ball joint, because I do get an up and down movement, and maybe a little bit of side to side, so maybe a ball joint in there. All right, cool. It just wasn't moving correctly earlier. Okay, so now we want to come to the shoulders. So you have a joint to move them forward and back, go all the way around. You have a secondary joint to allow you to move the arm out. Now this will open up and allow you to go further out, like that. You get hung up on this if you move the smokestack out of the way, then you can actually get it all the way up like that, but that's transformation. So right down, right there. You come here, there's your twist. You have your elbow. It kind of feels like a soft ratchet maybe. There's some resistance there. Then you have your nothing on your fist. I thought maybe they twisted, but they don't. So you come down here. There's no waist movement. You come to the hips. There's two different joints. So there's a forward and back, and that is a ratcheting joint. It's also a soft or a medium, I guess you would say, ratchet, because you can kind of hear it, but it's not a loud click. You come out to the side, and that's just friction. You twist right here, right above that joint. You can see it right there. Then you have your knee, and you come down here to the foot. You have a tilt on the foot, and you can bend the toe up and down. So let's go ahead and take a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and get him into his vehicle mode, and then I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get him into vehicle mode. He's going to be in Orion Pax mode, and then I'll be right back. All right, so we're back in here. We have Orion Pax. So this is the Orion Pax mode. So basically, you just take him out of here, and you have your Orion Pax. This is just kind of the backpack insert portion of him. Now you do have your gun here, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to split it apart, and then he has two different guns. Really, you know what? I would just leave him with this one gun, because this one looks fine. But when you get to this one looks kind of funky. So I'll leave him with one gun. So the thing that's a little weird with this one is when you turn him around. So you can kind of see what's going on here, and you can see that this is the chest of Optimus Prime. So if you were to open this, and you can see that there is the Matrix right there. So that's the Matrix right there. You can take that out. I'm just gonna leave it in there for right now. That's the only thing that's a little weird with him. So now the defect that I have on this guy, it's not a big defect. I saw it and I was like, ooh. But if you look right here, you can see that there's silver paint on this side of the leg. When we come over here, and it's missing that silver paint. Now I can fix that. Silver paint's easy to come across, especially when you have a bunch of friends that are Gundam enthusiasts, so that should be no issue whatsoever to fix. May even be able to upgrade it. So there are a tiny bit of issues with this guy, mainly in with the ball joints, with the shoulders. If you want to try something a little weird, you can come here and you can open this panel, because this is where the Optimus Prime head is. So you can open that up, and you can put him back in like that, and then you have Orion Prime. I don't know. Orion Maximus. I don't know. So he looks really weird. Maybe that's why you shouldn't do that. So we'll go ahead and put that back in there. But you kind of will notice something right here. This little spot. That's the trailer hitch. So his head's the trailer hitch. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. So for articulations, go ahead and go with articulation so we can get out of this, because he keeps wanting to drop his arms down like that. But the head is on a ball joint. It's a little hindered with looking up because of the hitch. You can go left and right. His head very much looks like Orion Pax, from what I remember. His shoulders are ball joints, so you got forward, you got back, you have kind of out to the side, it's hindered a little bit. You have your twist, you have now a double elbow because he needs it for transformation. But you can utilize it in this mode. Then nothing on the fists, they just flip under for transformation. You come here to his there's no waist articulation. We come to the hips. The skirt twists, so it's really weird. So you can go forward, you can go back a little bit, but you get hindered by this. You have your twist, you have your knee, and then if you want to, you can mess with this for your toe articulation. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty much it for Orion Pax. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take another break, another short break, and I will get him into cab mode, and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, and here we have him in his cab mode. So this is a little bit of a weird thing. So the only thing that I really don't like about this mode is clearly you can see the arms, and this is, like I said, Orion Pax's head is the trailer hitch. Looking at here, you can see that this is where I noticed that the gray paint was missing. And what's really weird is there's a speck of gray paint right there, but the whole thing is missing. And basically, you know, what you do is you just twist, when you're transforming, you twist the legs together and you clamp them together, and I just noticed that right there. Now, coming up here in the front, you can see the matrix through the front of the windshield. If you wanted to take that out, you could, but you'd just be looking at Optimus Prime's head upside down. So this is why I said it's much easier to put the matrix in this way, because you don't have two doors going through and then having to push way in. See how easy that was to put in there. He rolls fairly well. Like I said, the only issue that you have is with these arms, and this is my main gripe. But, you know, you don't really have anywhere else to put him because Optimus Prime's head is in here. I don't know. So I do have the trailer already made up and ready to go. So he just drops on there, and it's really loose. It doesn't... It has no friction or anything like that holds it onto there. So you can, when you move around, he moves kind of like a truck. He is limited in the amount of turn radius that you have, or the angle for your turn. But, you know, really, does that really matter? Now, you can see right here, this is where the gun goes. If you're probably like me, you'll probably forget and have to undo like half of the trailer and then squish it in there and then redo the trailer. Once you figure out the trailer and the proper steps to go in, it's not that hard. Only other thing is, you know, you do have some space in here. Let's check it out. Let's see here. It doesn't ever show anything in the instructions with you opening these up. Yeah, because you're not really supposed to. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does anything. So let's see here. There is some space in there. See if we can fit a figure in there. It looks like his roll bars are hitting the top. No, that's not going to fit in there. Let's see here. No, he's not fitting in there either. He fits a little bit better here, but I don't think you're going to be able to close the legs up. So, yeah. Oh, well. We tried. Probably the only thing that would fit in there would be a Titan Master. Probably Titan Master vehicle would fit in there. But yeah, as you can see here, there are some of the stickers. Some of the stickers aren't completely straight. You can see that that's not lined up correctly. But other than that, they're not too bad. Like I said, I'm pretty sure at some point some other company is going to come out with a sticker sheet that you're going to be able to replace this with. That's what most of these stickers are, so I'll just leave it at that. This side's not too bad. This side, this part right here is crooked. This seems to be straight, but this part's crooked. So, all right. Well, that's going to go ahead and be it for the review of Optimus Prime. If you like it, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, then please think about it, because here on the Daily Review, I will be releasing a new video review every day this year. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have close to 365 videos. I know I got started a little late. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be less. But yeah, that's my goal. Knock on wood. No, that's not wood. That's foam board. But if everything goes correct, then that will be the goal for this channel. I am on Facebook, so you can find me there. I do post there a lot. At least put up my videos there every day and other things that I find interesting. So go ahead and check that out. This has been Tambiota. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.